Warning! The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Geoguessr. We are starting off today with a balanced world. It's a map by Debre, and everything seems to be a little Spanish. Although, that is the dollar sign, so I am a little concerned. It feels like it's a concrete road. We have Corona. Not that Corona. We have the letter Y, so it's definitely Spanish. We have what appears to be white license plate, so it's not Colombia. And we have Alto. And we don't have roof racks, so we're in Mexico. We're figuring it out slowly as we go, right? It's one step here, one clue there. Figure it out, move on, and hope that you can then figure out the town name. I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret right now. We're not going to find the town name. We're going to do our best to try and find it. We're going to try to figure out what it is first, and then try to find it on a map. Unless this is like Mexico City, or like, I don't know, Cancun, I don't think we're going to be able to find the town name. That's just who we are as people, alright? You got to have that confidence, but we've lost a lot of confidence as well. We have t-shirts, souvenirs, and art craft. LPZ. I see that and I think of La Paz, right? For no real reason. We definitely know it's Mexico. We're on Independence Avenue. We got nothing, man. Cambia tus valles con nosotros. That sucks. Fuck. Like, same problem we had, and it says La Paz. So, the Republic of Mexico is there. I think La Paz is actually over here. It is over here. Maybe we did find it. If we return to start, we are with water to the north on a road that is Mutualissimo and La Paz. That says La Paz. I feel like we've actually been here before. Can we find Calle Mutualissimo near the water? Because we are really close to the water. Here it is, Mutualissimo. Okay. Return to start again. We are at the Plaza Cerralovo. Could that come up? Maybe? Not at the end. Poolmania. Hotel Plaza Real. Let's see if we can actually find what this road is. This is the 16th of September. So yeah, we're actually over here more. Somewhere in this area. We do get the perfect score, with the current leader not getting the perfect score. So we are starting off a little better. Whatever this building was isn't marked, which might have been part of the reason why we didn't guess closer. But we did find the right streets, and that's actually pretty good. And we started off by saying, we're not going to find this shit. And then we go ahead and pull it off. That looks like Bhutan to me. We are on the left-hand side. I don't actually understand the language, as strange as that may be. So, we're going to pray for some luck. Now, it doesn't feel like Dhaka, right? Because we've been to Dhaka, and we know how much pain and suffering Dhaka brings on those. I don't think it's Dhaka. I do, however, think it's more south. It's just something about the trees. Uttar University. Is there an Uttar? Uttara? I hope so. Now, that is us assuming it's a town name. It probably isn't. But that's the only clue we have right now that's in English. We do have what appears to be Bengali, which is definitely a town name. Where the fuck would Bengali be? Bengali to me sounds very India. Does it not? Like a Bengal tiger or something? Could that be a region, maybe? Because I don't think we're going to find Bengali in Bangladesh. We're literally pulling at straws at this point. And Islamic Street. Phone numbers, mobile numbers, main campus in sector something of Uttara. So Uttara is a name. It just might be a really small name, which sucks. Why can't we just have one day where we just recognize all 5 town names and know exactly where all 5 town names are? Like, is that too much to ask for without me needing to learn every single town in every single country? I don't feel like that's a lot to ask for. I don't know everything in the United States, so it's not like we can play United States only map. Oh man, this sucks. I wish I knew where Otaru University was. I really do. I don't think this is India. I really don't. India does have a little bit of official coverage. We have the Strabon Transport Company. Not too helpful. Doesn't necessarily tell us like a city or a town that it serves. We have a billboard coming up. I feel like we're near a border with all these trucks pulled over. This says something that's probably not as important as another sign. Another Utara University sign. Shit. This was not a good start. We did have phone numbers. We have phone numbers again. Using solar grain power. Enlighten our motherland, whatever. Dutch Bangla Bank. We already know we're in Bangladesh. It's just we couldn't find Utara anywhere. And it ends up being a lot closer to Dhaka. Still don't see Utara anywhere at all. So it's probably just the name of university, not the name of a town. It looks like the current leader did go closer to Dhaka. If we would have known that the outskirts of Dhaka feel that open, we would have probably done the same. But this is more like Mukta Jahil and East Dogger. Far enough away. So, that sucks. As weird as this is, you guys are going to hate me for this. I'm pretty sure I know exactly where this is. And I'm pretty sure we do because we had this on stream yesterday. Just a little bit further north. I'm pretty confident this is going to be this bridge. And I'm pretty confident we're actually pretty close to where we were. Which is actually further south, like down here. Is this... This is definitely Nigeria. And this is definitely that bridge. Are you fucking kidding me? It's just where on this bridge are we? If we return to start, we are kind of on a long curve. I feel like we gotta be up here more. I feel like we have to be up here more. Shit. Alright, let's see if we can't find anything else while we do look. But this is the odds of us getting this back-to-back days. And I'm pretty sure the first one was on a diverse world and not a balanced world. I'm pretty confident that this is where we are. And if it's not, this feels exactly like it. I'm trying to find out where this off-ramp is. If we find it, we're before it. If we don't find it, we're after it, obviously, right? It feels like we're after it, because this feels like it's coming back in. So we're probably actually closer to up here. How close is the land? It's pretty close, actually. I feel like we're just before it. I feel like this is where we are. And, we almost get the perfect score. We were a little too far back. Not bad, but that's just because we had it yesterday. That's literally just because we had it yesterday. Fucking wild. Alright. White divider, back of a black car, right-hand side with bollards. Now, I have the bollard map, and I started studying it, but that doesn't mean I could use it. At all. I feel like it's Lithuania or Latvia. I feel like this is a Baltic. But I don't have the confidence to guess it. It looks like we have elongated plates. I don't necessarily see the blue strip. So could it be Russia? But the black car. The back of a black car with a white divider line. Look at all these fucking bollards. And it's a solid white. Kind of in the middle. Shit. I wish I studied them more. You can only pick up so much information at once, right? You can only pick up so much at one time. Is this going to be Cyrillic? It is Cyrillic. I guess it's Russia. Which probably over more towards the middle. Which makes sense for the lack of a blue line. I thought that was going to be the Ukrainian flag. I don't know why. We have mountains, we have poles, we have bollards. We have a lot of bollards. Is this going to be like a cop pulled over? No, that's a pile of fucking wood. I am losing my goddamn mind. We have a yield kind of sign. We have transformers. This is literally to transform it from probably medium to high voltage. Okay. I don't know why that's on the ground and not fenced in, but it's Russia, and sometimes Russia does stuff like that. I don't think this is Kamchatka, because I don't think we have volcanoes in the distance. I think those are just mountains. It feels kind of warm, so I don't want to go too far north. It doesn't feel very Mongolian, so maybe we do move it a little bit. Maybe more over by Omsk and Novosibirsk. It's just... the town name we found was probably such a small town name that it doesn't matter if we searched for it, we wouldn't find it. Which happens a lot in Russia. Russia is massive, right? Like, it's huge. And if we have a town name of like 400 people, the odds of us finding that town, slim to none. The fact that we're stopped here, this kind of feels like it's a checkpoint. Could we be entering something? Maybe? And that's heading west. So could this be like the Kazakhstan border? Or something along those lines? I really don't know. I feel like the Kazakhstan is perfect. And it ends up being actually a lot further south over by Sochi. So what the fuck? Why would there be a border there? And the current leader guesses better. Didn't really feel tropical. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. Kind of reminds me of the Nords, although we don't really have the typical road markings we look for. It's kind of a solid white divider line. Dotted white. It's probably not Norway or Finland. Doesn't feel very Swedish. Doesn't feel very Danish. And doesn't feel very Dutch. We do have the red houses, though. So maybe this is a weird Sweden. I can see this being a weird Sweden. Which means we're never going to find anything. Blue line, red houses. We have the chance to look at language, but we're kind of just, eh. It feels very Swedish. Like, I would probably bet money it was Sweden. That doesn't mean it's going to be Sweden. It just means that's probably going to be one of our better bets. Now, I think we still have the ability to win here as long as the current leader screws up Sweden. Alright? Like, if we can get a really lucky perfect score or something, and they guess the complete wrong end of the country, we have this. We have this in the bag. We're only down like 2,500 points? Maybe? Somewhere along those lines. We just gotta find, I don't know, anything. Anything else besides whatever this is. I'm kind of getting trapped where we can't go certain places. That sucks. Can we find a town name? I mean, we were really lucky with Mexico early on, finding that town name, but that's not going to do it for us. We just have to find something different. Definitely Swedish. I just don't know what it says or what it means. I just need like a, hey man, you're 40 kilometers away from Stockholm. And I'd be like, thanks man. Like 2 thumbs up, thanks for the help. Looks like we do have a sign over here. That's a hospital sign again. We've been finding the same fucking sign this entire time. Which leads me to believe one of two things. A, it's a really big hospital. Or B, it's the only hospital in a very large radius. And I'm probably leading towards the second option, which would then lead this to be a pretty rural area, not near a city. It doesn't feel like we're very far north, and I think that's partly because of the trees. We do have fire trucks, so Dantkia, that should be the name of the town we're in, or that's a fire truck in the Swedish language. That's just the translation. So it's one of the two. I don't have the confidence to make that decision, so we're going to just ignore that decision. .com all seasons, a la carte, Lapland. Lapland. That's fucking Norway. No, that's Lofton. Where the fuck is Lapland? Is Lapland over here? We're out of time anyway. We literally find Lapland as... No, that's fucking Finland. Alright. Cool. Did not feel Finnish. That road did not feel fucking Finnish. At fucking all. No fucking way. Carl's is coming in first place at 21.4. Space Boy, aka Rum, in second. 20,004. This is close enough to 21.5, I guess. Taurus in third at 19.8. We're in fourth at 17.8. Scribbles in fifth at 16.8. Up the Mags in sixth at 14.2. Sector Tiger in seventh at 14.1. Only separated by 60 points. That's not bad, actually. Bo in 8th at 93.56, and then 59 at 71. Now, we do have a Pro League to do today. That is going to be the Stay-at-Home League. This is going to go up, and I think there's going to be 15 minutes left for the Stay-at-Home League. We do have the Country Challenge, which will be being uploaded tomorrow at about 11 a.m. And then the Diverse World will be tomorrow as well. So I'm going to do this one actually early. That way I don't forget to do it again. I do have my timer for 6 p.m. Eastern to do it, but probably do it before that. Let's get the Stay-at-Home League ready. We have 43 minutes to complete it. Trust me, it's going to be completed. But let's start off. Dams of the World. We got Dams of the World again. Not something I'm familiar with. I can probably tell you where the Hoover Dam is. That's it. It looks like we're in Texas. So somewhere in Texas is a dam. You got me, right? When I come in here, I don't know. Kind of a small dam. I don't think I would take pride in this as a dam. But we're going to do our best to try to figure out where we are. We have a green sign, and we look like we have some Texas roads. So Sabine River Authority of Texas, Toledo. So Toledo, Texas. Shit. The only Toledo I know is in Ohio. That's a problem. I don't know where to go. Probably outside of Fort Worth. We also have Texas Road 492 South and 135 North. Where the fuck is Toledo? 135. That's a spur. I wish I knew more about Texas. I really do. Pleasantville, Crystal Lake, if we could only find Toledo, if we only knew where Toledo was. It ends up being a lot closer to the border with Louisiana. Here's the South Toledo Bend. I guess we should have started looking near water, and since most of the water was to the east, I guess it would make more sense to guess the east. But we're kind of screwed there. South Africa? Maybe? Where is there a dam? Is this a dam? This feels like it's a middle of a highway. We are on the left-hand side. The sun is to the north. That does put us in the southern hemisphere. We do have plenty of mountains off in the distance. South African things right here. We're in South Africa. I didn't know that there was a dam in this location. But it makes sense, maybe? Maybe it's going to show up on the map, right? Like, maybe the map's going to be like, yeah, man, there's a big fucking dam there. And just being, like, in person, maybe it's just like, hey, man, yeah, you definitely saw a dam somewhere. Would does South Africa have beavers? I don't think they do. Brandvlei, wherever the fuck that is. We do have a green sign coming up, as well as a blue sign. This is the Reeds County Lodge, and a Amathunzi Private Nature Reserve. And this is Dorn River. Can we find Dorn River in 5 seconds? I don't even need to answer that. You guys already know. You already know the answer. So, ends up being a lot closer to Cape Town, over by Worcester. Doesn't feel like it's that big of a fucking area, and to be honest, I don't think this is a dam. Doesn't feel like a dam. Doesn't say anywhere that it's a dam. I wouldn't call that a dam. Maybe that's just me. very blue water. Very blue water. Can't really make out what that says, although it looks like Vilkeman. We have to, I guess, travel away from it. But that's very blue water. That's a dam, right? That has structure to it. That's a hydro dam. They're going to produce electricity from that. We do have an RV. I guess somebody wants to camp out here. White license plates. Very, very, very blue water. I don't think I've ever seen that kind of blue water before. It kind of feels fake. It's probably glacier. It's probably a glacier water. We are on the left-hand side. It says give way. Could this be like New Zealand? And we're kind of trapped here, actually. Actually, no, we could get across. Kind of feels like New Zealand to me. I got nothing. Did you all in present in this canal? That's probably a chemical, right? And now we're kind of trapped over here. So, shit. We're definitely on the left-hand side. I guess we can get away with the New Zealand guess. I don't know what Digmio is. It's probably Northern Ireland. Maybe over here. And it ends up actually being the South Island over by Tekapu. But this definitely looks like a dam. Except it says canal. So maybe it's a canal and not a dam. I don't know. People don't know what dams are, apparently. Left-hand side, it says kilometers. It feels pretty much like low camera, which would put us in Japan. We can get the country right, but it's a dam, right? What the fuck does a dam have to do with anything? However, it is a white license plate. No, it's left-hand side. I guess there's some white license plates in Japan. JP place, that looks like not Hokkaido. That looks like it's going to be some other weird fucking island, doesn't it? And it's kind of telling us where we're going to be. Not the shape, not the shape, not the shape. Not the shape. Not the shape. Shit. Not the shape. I don't know where the fuck this is. Not the shape. We're fucked. Alright. Definitely not Hokkaido. Although, it's really tough to tell. It could just be like a region. We gotta be near a coast. Shit. Could it be this island? Not the shape. Oh, we're out of fucking time. It's Japan, somewhere in Japan. And actually not a bad guess. So what was that trying to show us as a picture? This region? Maybe it's this region? It could have been. 107 miles off. Could have been worse. And then our last one is a single yellow divider line. Kind of feels like the jungles. Prohibito el paso zona federal. So it's in Spanish with a single yellow divider line. And that says precaution. Local fauna, something. Fuck. Could this be Brazil, though? I'm not too familiar with soccer, but Mezcalada FC probably tells us everything we need. Exalpa. I don't see a stop sign that says Alto or Pere. We do have that says .mx, so we are definitely in Mexico. At this point, I'm just going to start guessing bodies of water. I really don't know where we are. Dams of the World, I was never a fan of the first time we played it. I guess there's a dam here. Probably on the other side of whatever this giant fucking hill is. It's just, it's kind of like the covered bridges, right? When we did covered bridges, we had to look for the covered bridges. And they were like hidden behind like bushes. I feel like this is kind of the same thing where like we aren't able to see what we're supposed to see. The whole point of this is to show off the dams of the world. I struggled to find dams in 3 locations. It does end up being Mexico, just a different body of water. So overall, 17-4 isn't a bad score. It's just, I don't know too much about dams. Simi is in first place. Granis is in third. Reduc is in 5th. Topotics in 8th. Roland's in 12th. Wolftrekker's in 14th. Schmingo's in 15th. We are in 29th. With Quaker's in 35th. Scribble's in 36th. I don't know. I feel like it's got a cool concept. I just feel like it's not executed properly. How many dams were there that we definitely thought were dams? 2? How many were we like, is this really a dam? 3? If you're gonna have a Dams of the World map, make that 5 out of 5. But that is gonna be where we call it for the day. So thank you all so much for being here. I do hope you all enjoyed. I am looking forward to getting another video out tomorrow. I'm already ready and itching to play, just so I don't forget it. But I'm gonna wait until my alarm goes off and tells me to play. That way, we get a little bit more time so people can play it. But until tomorrow, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. And bye-bye.